Hello and welcome to Thomas Was Alone. So this is the first of the 7 games that I got for the Humble Bundle, the recent Humble Bundle. Well, it's not very recent anymore. I've played a bit of this game, quite a lot of it actually. I tried to record at one point but it didn't record the music, so there was no point. Just gonna turn the music volume down a bit. And this is all controlled with the arrow keys. It doesn't really have any mouse support. So yeah, this is Thomas Was Alone, and I'll definitely make at least one video on all of the Humble Bundle games, maybe. But this one I'm going to try to do a full playthrough of, because I just really like it. And let's get started. The program was a failure. People forgot this. It was a massive flop. The coders started adding name strings to the AIs as a joke. Thomas wasn't special. It was just an AI in the right place at the right time.
Thomas was alone. Wow. A weird first thought to have.
So, moving keys move about. Yup. He's all alone though.
Thomas decided to start listing his observations for posterity. 1.
So,
The whole alone thing.
a voiceover.
2. Portals. They led somewhere.
Portal gone.
He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing.
So yeah, it's really nice music. The guy who's doing the narrating's got a really nice voice, and look at the shadows on this. It's really nice.
Okay, interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think!
Fall!
What if there was some kind of inverted fall? Some way to... what's the word? Jump.
So, space to jump. Up. Oh, up's also jump. And you can actually also use the WASD keys to move. WASD.
It worked! Thomas had solved the great inverted fall mystery.
So I just inverted fall up there, and our loud music.
A big jump. But Thomas noted there was no real danger in missing it.
Sorry about that, guys. Didn't expect to land in the portal so soon.
This all
Music's so
seemed
loud.
a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment.
Anyway. Oh my
He
god.
was starting to suspect it might even be doing so on purpose. Paranoia.
So we're playing as a paranoid little red rectangle who's good at falling, good at jumping. Or inverted fall. Thing.
Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might, or might not, be important.
Up and to the right is always good, even though we're going left at the moment.
It might have been paranoia again, but Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills.
The world
It
is
had
better
been
than you, Thomas.
Designed just for him. He wondered why. Was the world testing him? No. Too obvious.
Does the water kill me? Well, yeah, the water does kill you, actually.
Something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it. He made another mental...
Sorry if I skip some of these. I am moving quite fast through these levels.
The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that.
poor little Tom.
Thomas had a new theory. The world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper. He was evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with.
You can share it with me. And you can share it with the viewer. I submitted hundreds of bug reports. I told that idiot this would happen. Overlapping scripts. More than one AI was bound to be spawned into environment at some time. Turns out I missed the point. That little error changed everything.
Chris took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
Maybe he thought he was Thomas, Chris. Jeez, don't judge.
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times.
Technically graceful.
Well, not technically graceful. It's probably the wrong
Oh,
word.
I totally
but,
called it.
Fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
Well, I own this game. I own the place. Jeez. And this game is actually running at a pretty solid 40 FPS, roughly. Ooh, yeah, punch in the face. Most of the time. Sometimes it dips a bit down. Sometimes it goes up all the way up to 50, like now, or 60 even sometimes. Just went up to 59. So I was watching this. Man, I've really got to turn down that music. So I was watching this, YouTube video, and it was talking about, how you should start your videos, how you should address the viewer almost. Video by Brio Boy, I think. He's a friend of mine, and he was saying that you should.
Okay, this was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it. Which, of course, made it all the more enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him?
He was saying that it's kind of casual, and a lot of people do it just to start with, hey guys.
Great. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile.
Darn. Because it's sort of casual, and it doesn't make the viewer feel special, I guess, as though they're just one of many people, even though nearly nobody watches my videos, so I can't really say that about me, but yeah. It just seems like, I guess, for referring to you as if you're one person does make you feel a bit more special. I'll try to do that.
On the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure.
Woo, me an adventure!
Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him.
What you got against
Sure,
Thomas?
He'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
Wow. Yeah, these little guys have got so much... Damn. So much, character, and they're just quadrilaterals, if you're trying to be mathsy here. Arrgh. Make that. Anyway, yeah, this is a really nice game. Ooh, actually, just a thought. One of the games I probably won't make a video on is Awesome Nauts. I might make videos on that later on, but it's kind of a game to be played with your friends.
Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred. He seemed so very happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness.
What's wrong with being friends, Chris?
That would be fine. But it was all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot.
I'm an idiot, I'm an idiot. Ah!
He hoped the next portal would split them up. If only for a few levels.
Oh, this weird taste in my mouth. It's weird. Oh, that's really weird. Like that stuff you get in a dentist. Disgusting. I was listening to a couple of my videos earlier. My voice just sounds really high-pitched to me. It probably sounds like that to everyone else as well, but I mean, it's not like I'm 30 or something. It's not like my voice is broken yet. Wow. And it kind of annoyed me, I guess. No! Even though that it doesn't sound like this to me, but whenever I watch my own videos, I just sort of hear a little English accent. But probably just me. Whee! Oh, this level. This level, man.
He knew that this was his chance. A moment to shine. This was game day.
This level took me so long to figure out. You have to do that. That took me ages.
This would not do. John needed room to show off his exceptional skills. As it was, he was trapped on the wrong side of these little dot things. Where did they come from, anyway?
I don't know. Mars, maybe? I'm going on a diet, Mom! Woohoo! Also... Nom nom nom.
John inhaled the air of the open space, and it smelled of awesome.
Woo, smell of awesome.
Time to flex those muscles, to put his training to use, time to show those little dots how it was done.
They're not exactly dots.
John decided to press the switch to let the little dots catch up with him. John cared for his new allies. You could tell from the sympathetic expression he practiced in the mirror all these years.
Wow, he's one lucky square. You got a mirror. Oh, rectangle, I guess. Don't judge me from... Ooh, the smell of awesome. Chris probably won't be your ally, but, I mean... Birding. They'll make a little sort of different sound when they land, look. Wait, no, actually they don't. It sounded like they did. I wonder where I should cut this episode. I mean, it should be a kind of long episode, because it's kind of like... I guess the first episode of the series, and that should always be longer. I'll see when I feel like stopping. I might cut this into a couple of episodes anyway. I get to 2 point something or something. Hell. Darn. I'm pretty sure you don't have to do this.
John was happy to keep helping. He felt it was important to his image that he was seen to help the little guys.
Yup. Okay, here's a comment for anybody watching who, yeah, not David though, because I mean, David probably already knows. So the new consoles are coming out. Yeah, we all know that, right? Which one are you gonna get? Xbox One or PS4? I really can't entirely decide. They both look okay. PS4 is a bit smaller. I think I kind of prefer the look of the controller as well. It looks a bit nicer. But I mean, the Xbox One controller looks pretty sweet. I'm not judging or anything. They both look like great consoles. Jumping puzzles. Right.
He didn't mind them so much either. The red one, Thomas, had a charming way of applauding every time John jumped.
Wait. That was uneventful. Oh, I hate this bit. It's just annoying. Right, wait for it to come down. Okay, that's one. Two, three.
The angry orange one was less immediately likeable, but his unremitting cynicism and tutting amused John.
Wow, John is laughing at midgets. Technically, that is what he's saying. Wow, the music in this game is lovely. Although, you know the game that has the best music? Kingdom Hearts. By far. Kingdom Hearts. Oh man. It's beautiful. There's no other way to describe it properly. Oh, I know how we have to do this. I totally forgot. This is also kind of a strategy game at the same time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What? Seriously, 1.10?
This was interesting. A floating target. This would require coordination, balance, and timing.
Okay, well, let's...
John was sure the dots would be lost, but he was happy to guide them to triumph.
You have to get Chris first, don't you? So here, you gotta get Chris to his place first.
Maybe that's what the dots were for. They were there to extend John's reach, to make his performance even more impressive. John liked the thought. He decided to keep them.
Wow, like pets or something? Okay, bidding. The initial group possessed simple variations in size and strength. More complex configurations were inevitable. As the era spread, these variations became increasingly extreme.
So, this was how Claire would die.
What? Am I literally just falling into the water? I haven't played this bit yet.
She was rubbish at jumping, and she moved slowly. She felt a little like her continued existence was breaking some kind of natural order. The crumbling pillar was a dramatic death, she supposed. Wait. What?
What?
Claire couldn't shake the feeling that she was not, in fact, dead. It was at that moment that Claire realised she had superpowers.
Woo, Super Claire! And that's what we'll call it for this episode.
She'd need a cape.
Okay,
There was
after
no
this
getting around
finishes.
that. You couldn't be a superhero without a cape. Claire didn't want confusion. If you saw a cape, that made matters clear. You knew what you were dealing with. Claire was all about communication. And, you know, floating in water. Which was her superpower.
Oh man. Narrative's so funny. So yeah. That's what I'm going to call it for this episode, I think, guys. I'm going to keep recording, though, so I don't really know. So, thanks a lot for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Remember to leave a comment to tell me if there's anything you'd like to see me try to play, if I can get my hands on it. Yeah, leave a comment, like, favourite if you really like the video. I doubt you'd like it because of me. I'm not a very... I don't think I'm very good at doing all this YouTube stuff, but I enjoy doing it, so I'm going to keep doing it. And yeah, on this little super-powered Claire, and I'm going to leave it there. Remember to subscribe if you want to keep up to date on what I'm doing. And yeah, thanks guys. Bye.